Morning. I am Julian. Welcome to our yoga practice today. Our practice today will be Yin and Yang yoga. And we're going to start with our Yang part and end our practice with our Yin. Because of time, most of the poses today will be lasting for 3 minutes. In the Yin part, maybe some of them I will stretch into 5 minutes, but basically most of them will be 3 minutes. So try to find yourself a moment without distractions, a moment for yourself to energize your day. So try to really be here and now, and let those things which are at home always, taking your attention, just put them away for a moment and see if we can really focus in our practice. It's going to be 45 minutes. Here we go. All right, let's start with the sitting position. You can cross your legs, you can go into it. Sitting on your heels, anything you want to sit on, a pillow or a block. In our practice today, we don't need anything. Just need your mat if you have. If you don't have it, do it on the floor, it's fine. You don't need any tools for it, no bolsters, not blocks, just yourself. And the most important, your breathing and your attention. So, we're sitting position. You're going to place your hands onto your thighs. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. So you lengthen away your shoulders from your ears from your shoulders. And then try to maintain your spine neutral. Your chin goes parallel to the floor. Close your eyes for a moment. And just take a moment for arriving into your mat. Welcome yourself into your mat. And then just for a moment, observe, be aware of all the space around you, all the noises. Just be outside for a moment. And then withdraw that attention inwards and observe your breathing. Start by elongating, lengthening your inhale and your exhale. Just for 2 times, let's deeply inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. One more time, use the full capacity of your lungs, inhale, and exhale through your mouth. Back to your breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Let's find the length on your inhale and your exhale. Try to even your inhale and your exhale. Let's just say inhaling in 4 times and exhaling in 4 times. So try to find that length of both evenly. Try to relax your jaw, relax the muscles on your face. Allow the energy just to flow through your body freely. And then gently open your eyes, bring your hands together in front of your heart center. Try to maintain your gaze soft. Stay connected with your breathing. Bring your arms overhead, inhale. And exhale, cactus your arms, lower your elbows down towards the floor. Allow your shoulder blades to come closer to each other. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale. Exhale, turn to your right side and bring your left hand on your right knee. Right hand goes behind your back. Inhale to lengthen your spine And exhale to deepen your twist. Maybe looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, turn to your left, twist over to your left. Bring your right hand on your left knee. Inhale to lengthen your spine, make a space. Claim space with your vertebrae. And exhale, twist and deepen onto your left side. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. And exhale, lower your right arm, crawl away. Walk away with your fingers, soften your right elbow and lean over to your right. Just feel the opening of the left side of your rib cage. Inhale. And then exhale, gently turn to your right side. Maybe you can place your left hand on the floor and hold. Yep. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your left arm and walk away with your fingers. Soften your left elbow and lean over and gently stretch all the way to your right. Over your right side. Inhale and exhale, turn to your left, placing your right hand on the floor and hold. Inhale, center, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale. Interlace your fingers, palm your hands are facing up towards the sky, round your spine. Draw your belly button against your spine. Exhale. Inhale, one more time. Exhale. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, give a hug to yourself and hold for a moment. Just give some love to yourself. And then gently release, roll the shoulders, beautiful. So find your way into all fours or table pose. All right. Hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. So this is a very square table. Few rounds of cat and cow. So you're gonna inhale. Bring your collarbone forward, chest to the front, tailbone goes up toward the sky. Just look to the front and if available, maybe look a little bit up. Exhale, round your spine, tucking your tailbone under, maybe looking at your belly button. Pressing down with your hands onto your mat. Inhale, dropping your belly, tailbone goes up toward the sky, collarbone goes forward, chest to the front, maybe looking up or to the front. Exhale, round your spine, once more tucking your tailbone under. Inhale, one more time. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale to be in neutral. Tucking your toes under. Energize your arms, your torso, your core muscles, and lifting your knees off the floor for a hovering table. Inhale. Exhale, lifting your hips up toward the sky, lower your heels down towards the floor, exploring our first downward dog and not yet basically. Lifting your heels up, inhale, and lower down your knees to the floor. Exhale, lifting up and lower your heels. One more time, so lifting your heels up, dropping your knees down, and then exhale, lifting your hips up, lower your heels down. Let's do this again. One, heels, drop your knees to a hover, lift your hips up, and lower your heels. One more time, and 1, and 2, and 3, and release your heels onto the floor. Excellent. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So to protect your hamstring, to protect the back of your thighs, you should activate the front of your thighs, your quadriceps. So your kneecaps are coming up, so you tie up the front. You energize your core. You press down evenly with your hands onto the floor. Your heels are behind your toes. You're looking at your belly button. Bend your knees, look into your heart, slowly step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway length, and maybe bring your hands onto your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold one more time. Inhale, halfway lengthen to stay and hold. Maybe take your arms to the side like a bird and hold. Activate your core muscles supporting your back. Soften your knees. You don't have to have your legs. You don't need to have your legs straight. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Deepening your knees even more and slowly roll all the way up, one vertebra at a time. And at the end, roll your shoulders to the back. Come to the front of your mat if you're not there yet. Good. Your big toes are together, your heels slightly apart. And there is a posterior tilt of your pelvis. So you release the pressure on your sacrum region, all those muscles around. And your vertebrae, the lower lumbar, you want to have them instead of compressed, more like open. So this is, you should not do this, but you should more like posterior tilt of your pelvis. All right? Surya Namaskara classic, sun salutation classic with some modifications. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart center. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Now from here, gently give me a back bend, very, very gentle. Exhale, maintain those arms lined up with your ears, so your biceps are lined up with your ears. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Stepping with your right foot to the back, lower your right knee onto the floor for a low lunge. Your left knee stays on top of your ankle. And tuck your toes from your right. And then inhale, coming into a crescent moon. And exhale, deepen onto your right hip. Maintain your left knee on top of your ankle. So we sink forward. You feel the opening of your hip joint on the right side. Hip flexors, your quadriceps in the right leg. And also you feel stretching your glutes and your hamstring on the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down to the floor. Frame your left foot in between. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tucking your toes under from your right foot. Step into a plank position with your feet together. Inhale. And then exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin onto the floor. Hug your elbows in. Maintain your hips elevated. Ashtanga Namaskara. And tuck your toes. Roll your shoulders and come up gently into Bhujangasana, Cobra. Inhale. And then exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. You can come onto your knees if it's too much. And lifting yourself up. Your feet are together in this time. Energize your thighs. Engage your core and step with your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee onto the floor. And tuck your toes. Come up onto your fingertips and lifting your chest forward and looking maybe up. Inhale. Make sure your right knee stays on top of your ankle. Maybe deepening your left hip towards the floor. And then exhale, tucking your toes under and step your left foot next to the right. Uttanasana, forward fold. Kneecaps are coming up so your quads are active, supporting the whole standing. So you go inhale, lifting yourself up to Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. Gentle back bend. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart center. Inhale into Tadasana. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Just bring your hands in front of your heart center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain with a gentle back bend. Exhale, hinge forward. Maintain your ears aligned with your biceps. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Stepping back with your left foot, lower your left knee onto the floor for a low lunge. And tuck your toes from your left foot. Right knee on top of your ankle. Inhale into a crescent moon. Relax your shoulders. Exhale to deepen onto your front lunge, but make sure your knee stays on top. So just feel now the opening of the left hip joint, your hip flexors, psoas, quads, and the hamstring from the right leg. Inhale. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Frame your right foot. Tucking your toes under from your left. Inhale to step back into a plank with your feet together. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin onto the floor. Have your elbows in and maintain your hips elevated. Ashtanga Namaskara. And tuck your toes, roll your shoulders to the back. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, lower down and find your way into your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Feet are together. Energize your thighs, the front of your thighs. Make sure there is no tension in your neck. Stepping with your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee onto the floor. And tuck your toes. Now this time you come onto your fingertips. Inhale. Now either stay here or deepening a little bit more onto your left lunge and look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. So you're tucking your toes under from your right foot and step forward, right foot next to the left. Uttanasana. Energize your thighs, energize your core. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And exhale, step with your left foot to the back this time. Lower your left heel onto the floor. So what I want you to do is to create a 90-degree angle. So the right heel, the front foot, is in a straight line with the arch of your left foot. Your left foot is turned completely to your left side. Preparing our alignment for Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. I'm going to create a slow and strong transition into Warrior 2. Stop your shoulders over your hips. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. You're looking at the mid finger of your right hand. Your back leg is also strong and your left foot is active and anchored onto the floor. Inner thighs are energized against to each other. Though they are apart, they are energized against to each other. Inhale, reverse warrior. Just gently soften your right elbow. Maybe placing your left hand behind your left knee. Just feel the opening of the right side of your rib cage. Your intercostal muscles are very thankful to you for doing this pose. Inhale deeply and then exhale, bring your right elbow gently onto your thigh, onto your right knee, right leg. And then swing your left arm down and over, creating a beautiful side angle. See if you can create this straight diagonal from the fingertips of your left hand all the way to your left ankle. You either stay here or you can extend your right arm, fingertips, right arm go onto the floor. But don't allow yourself to collapse. If you are able to maintain this nice, beautiful line, hold it and then trace that energy into that line. Just a strong line from the ankle to the fingertips. Swing the left arm back. Inhale, one more time into warrior two. Exhale, extend your front leg. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now what I want you to do this time is to see if you can take your left hand behind your back. Or even if you can hold your front thigh with your fingers. Inhale. Hold this variation for Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, lengthening forward and coming down slowly and keep your chest open. See if you can hold your right thigh with your left hand. Now, what do I do with my right hand? Either you place it on your shin, fingertips onto the floor, or you can take the peace fingers, your index and mid finger, onto your big toe. So make sure you're not collapsing into it. And keep opening, try to keep opening your left shoulder up to the sky. Basically, we're trying to stock in your left over your right. See if you can also bring that right kidney underneath the left. Just keep opening that body. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now, see if you can go from here, let you go your left arm up to the sky. Maintain that torso, that chest open. Look up to the sky. If it's too much for your neck, you can always look down, relax your neck and come back up. Beautiful. Bring back your left hand behind your back. Look down to the floor. Soften your right knee. Shorten your right leg. Your step, just make it shorter. Maybe placing your right hand in front of your right foot. Sometimes it helps for the stability to bring your right thumb just outside and near the pinky toe. So energize your right leg and come up with your left leg up into, I'm gonna move a little bit back so you can look at me easier. So try to bring your left leg up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. I want you to flex your left foot so you energize your left leg. And then once here, try to bring your left arm up to the sky. Keep open the chest and see if you can look up to your left or even to your left hand. Now stay strong. This is a leg balance, not an arm balance. So there is not too much weight on your right arm. It's most on your right leg. From here, lower your left hand onto the floor, square your hips. Inhale. And exhale, lower your left foot next to the right. Engage your core muscles. And then rise up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. So, let's make a deep squat with your arms to the front this time. Look down to your toes. Make sure you can look at them. When you can see your toes, your big toes together, your heels slightly apart, maybe you can take your arms and try to line up your ears with your biceps. Once you do this, maybe you start looking forward and up and up. And once you are here, see if you can tuck in your tailbone under, flattening your lower back. Beautiful. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, step to the back, open your arms and hold. Nice and strong. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Your feet are parallel with each other, so your heels are behind your toes. Exhale, cactus your arms, squat. Inhale. Exhale, maintain your legs straight and lower your arms down towards the floor. Maybe you can hold your big toes with your peace fingers, index and mid finger. Inhale, lengthening halfway. Look at your third eye. And exhale, deepening forward fold. So here, in order to protect the back of your thighs, you need to activate the front of your thighs, your quadriceps. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Energize your legs, your core. Inhale, lift all the way up. Arms overhead, 5-point start. Exhale, gently lower warrior 2 to the back of your mat. So now you turn your left foot to the back of the mat and your right foot stays 90-degree angle with it. So make sure you line up your left heel with the arch of your right foot. Now line up, stocking your shoulders over your hips. Make sure your left knee is on top of your ankle and you're looking to the mid finger of your left hand. Now, when you look down to your left foot, you should be able to see only the big toe and the next one. You should not be able to see anything else. If you don't see your toes at all, it's because you are collapsing your knee into the inside. You want to maintain your left knee active to the left. Inhale, reverse warrior, take it very slowly. Placing your right hand maybe behind your right knee. And once more, feel the opening of the left side of your rib cage. And see that big smile of your intercostal muscles given to you, because you know you hardly open those muscles and they are busy the whole day during every single time of your life. So stretch them once in a while. Give them a smile. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left elbow gently onto your left knee. Swing the right arm and open your chest. Creating that straight line of energy from the right ankle to the right fingertips. You don't want to collapse onto your front leg. We are lengthening. We don't collapse, we lengthen. Stay here, or maybe bring your fingertips onto the floor and keep opening that chest. Observe the quality of your breathing. What is happening? Where do I look? I'm looking to the right hand, to the palm of my right hand. That is what I'm looking at. And then you swing the right arm down and go back into warrior 2. Beautiful. Now, see if you can bring that right hand behind your back, maybe holding your left thigh. Extend your left leg, Uttita Trikonasana, triangle pose. I'm going to move a little bit to the back of my mat. All right. Inhale and lengthening, making a space first, and then lower down into triangle pose, Uttita Trikonasana. Where do I place my left hand? Onto my shin, or my fingertips are touching the floor in the inside or outside of your leg. Either way is fine. Or the index finger and mid finger are holding the big toe, your choice. And whatever you do, try to stop your right shoulder over your left. Take that left kidney, see if you can place it underneath the right. So you are really in a straight line. And now what happens if you take your right arm gently up toward the sky? Beautiful. Stay strong. Looking up to your right hand, but if it's too much for your neck, you can always look down. Bring back that right hand behind your back once more. Look down to the floor, bend your left knee, shorten the step. I'm going to make it a little bit more to the back so you can see me easier. Just shorten the step. Place your left hand in front of your left foot. Once more, that big toe can be, your thumb can be very close to your tiny toe. All right? And adjust your left leg and come up with your right leg off the floor. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Notice my right foot is flexed. My right leg is fully energized. My core muscles are active. And then you're going to open your right arm to the sky and see if you can slowly look to your right side. Half moon. And then slowly lower down. Inhale. And exhale, take your right foot next to the left.
Beautiful. Now from here we're going to go straight into our chair pose. So sit gently, lower down, big toes together, heels slightly apart. And let's start first with the arms to the front. Hold here with the arms to the front. Check your toes, that you can look at them. Once you are here, take your arms next to your ears and tuck in your tailbone under and maybe look up to your hands. And then inhale coming up and exhale open once more to the side. Inhale, exhale forward fold. Bring your hands to the floor. This time you line up your hands with your feet in the same line. Inhale, look up to your third eye. And then exhale, bring the crown of your head towards the floor. Hug your elbows in. And see if you can take the weight of your body into the front of your feet. So a little bit more to the front. So you line up your hips with your ankles. You are not leaning backwards. You rather lean forward. Make sure there is no tension in your neck. Just feel the sensations in your body. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands onto your waist. Engage your core. Inhale, rise up. 5-point start. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front of the mat. So turn your right foot 90 degrees to the right. Your left foot stays where it is. Beautiful. Now you're gonna windmill your arms gently, lifting your left heel off the floor, and keep on going. And then you go your left hand onto the floor, and then you take your right arm to the floor. Step back. Lower your knees onto the floor, and then walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Release your toes, so you just untuck your toes. Inhale, lifting your right arm up, look up to the sky. And then exhale, thread the needle, bring your right arm underneath your left, placing your right ear, right shoulder onto the floor. Line up your hips with your knees, so don't sit backwards. What do I do today with my left arm? Just let it go to the front. Reaching overhead forward. Just let it be. Close your eyes and observe the quality of your breathing. Be kind to your shoulder. Just feel the sensations, what is happening. It's a spinal twist. So we are detoxing your spine, your internal organs. But we are also opening that shoulder. So try to feel what's happening. What is happening on your left shoulder too, which is reaching out and overhead. Just let go any intentional resistance into the movement. Just let it be, let it go. We're not looking for our edge. We don't want to cross our edge. We always want to explore with cautious. We want to avoid going too far. Just back up always a little bit, just before your edge. Do not cross it. We are not, this is not a stretching lesson. We are aiming our deep tissues, our fascia network, our joints. So let the muscles completely relax. If you go too far, you're going to compromise your muscles, and then you're going to stay in a very superficial stretch. And we want to go into a very deep layer. Observe your breathing. Try to calm down your breathing. Beautiful. Bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder. And then press with your left hand and lifting your right arm up. Inhale. And exhale, bring your right hand onto the floor. So we counter exactly with the same. So lifting your left arm up, inhale. And then exhale, gentle, very gentle. Thread the needle, bring your left arm underneath your right. Placing your left shoulder, left ear onto the floor. And what do I do with my right arm? Reaching forward. See if you can line up your hips on top of your knees. Once more, we are doing this spinal twist. We are detoxing your spine, we are detoxing your organs. Shoulders are opening. Just feel the sensation of what is going on your shoulder blade, on the right arm, on the right side. And then slowly bring your right hand underneath your left, and then lifting your left arm up, inhale. And exhale, come back into our table. From here, we're going to walk your arms forward and come down into our Sphinx. Elbows underneath your shoulders. So, palm of your hands are going to be facing up toward the sky in a signal of receiving and letting go. If this is too much intensity for you, you can always walk your elbows forward to minimize that compression in your lower spine. But if you feel fine with it, please allow yourself to completely surrender into it, the Sphinx. In the Sphinx, we feel this compression on your lower spine, which is okay to feel it this way. We're extending your spine backwards. Just make sure there is no sharp pain or like electrical pain. You don't want to have that. If you have that intensity, that sharp, like a needle, you are compromising a nerve. I suggest you completely avoid it and go into a child's pose, and there you wait for us for a moment. See what is happening with your shoulders. And what is happening with your cervical spine, with your neck? Am I hanging too far like this? or try to find a neutral, but feel what feels right for you today. Sometimes you can place a block or a pillow underneath your forehead to kind of support the weight of your head, but it's also perfectly fine to be neutral, or even to just sometimes let it go for a moment and rest. See if there is any tension accumulated on your lumbar, on your cervical spine or in your neck. Otherwise, just find your way. I just want you to focus what is going on your lumbar spine, on your lower spine. Completely surrender to it. There is no tension on your belly, on your abs, nowhere else. You shouldn't have any discomfort on your shoulders. So we're going to stay here for a little longer, but if you want to explore a little bit further into the seal, it's fine. Let's give it a shot if you don't have any discomfort on your lower spine. If you do, please stay the way you are. Otherwise, you turn your hands down and then open your hands a bit, arms a bit sideways, and then gently press up yourself into the seal and hold. Check. Observe the sensations in your body. They are telling you you are not ready for it today, your body doesn't want it today, or please, it feels wonderful. So you need to listen to it and observe your breathing. And then slowly release, very slowly. Lay down for a moment, forehead onto your hands, and feel the sensations in your body. And then slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press yourself up on your knees. And then open your knees a little bit wide, big toes together. Walk with your hands backwards. Connect your heels with your sit bones with your heels. Engage gently your core and walking forward with your hands. Maybe placing your forehead on the floor or not. This is just a rebound. This is just a counter pose. We do not stay here very long. Beautiful. Come up slowly. Cross your legs and find your way into a sitting position. Bring your feet all the way to the front of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms overhead, and exhale slowly, lower down one vertebra at a time. Keep going. I will walk you through your Shavasana. So you lay down on your back. Bring your knees onto your chest for a moment. Having your knees on your chest, open your arms to your side. Inhale. And exhale, bring your knees over to your right side. Just feel the stretch for a moment in your spine, your back muscles. You are looking out to your left now. Inhale, bring your knees to the front, in front of your chest, very slowly. And exhale, lower your knees over to your left, gazing to your right side. Every time you go onto one side or the other, just really feel the sensations in your body. Inhale to the center, one more hug to your knees, extend your legs, find your way into your Shavasana. In Shavasana is the moment where we observe not only physically, emotionally, and energetically our practice. Your body absorbs just what just happened. So it's very important that after every yoga practice, you let your body stay for a moment as calm as possible to do so. Doing so, you can also go through it, scan through it for any tension left. And then you direct your breathing towards that region and try to soften, try to release that tension in your body. For our practice today is a very short Shavasana, but I advise you to please stay longer onto it if you have the time. Even though we finish our practice, you should stay there for at least, if you have the time, 10 minutes. If not, just 5 minutes, but let your body absorb, understand, assimilate what just happened. I thank you very much for joining me today, and I really hope to see you again soon. Please stay healthy, and as usual, please stay positive. Thank you so much. Namaste.